All right, I'm gonna take over Derek's back. So if I can get it in a fortunate position like this, I'm gonna utilize that fortunate position. I get my hooks in. I'm gonna, what's called the seatbelt position. I'm gonna have one hand high on the shoulders, one hand under the armpit, and grip them. So first thing I wanna do is just kind of control them and let them waste energy a little bit. Let's turn sideways just a little bit here. If I see them attacking my ankles from the seatbelt position, I don't like that because there's a lot of stuff they can do with my ankles or just pushing my leg, hit my leg off his leg, you know. As soon as he pushes my legs off or trapping them, crossing my leg over, there's a lot of stuff you can do from there. So I stretch him automatically and that gets him, he tries to reach for my legs. Now it's hard for him to reach my foot. So when they start messing with your foot, just lean him back more. So spin around again. So we're gonna say he's not going for my foot. I don't need to stretch him at this point. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the bottom hand here, which is my right hand, and I wanna try to bring it up into his neckline, and that way I can feed my thumb into his collar or feed my hands into his collar. So if they have a thick jacket or a gi on, I've got good control of here. So if I need to let go of this hand, I still got some control here. I wanna have my head closest to his head because in a street fight, you don't know what they're gonna do, if they're gonna hit you or I got you or whatever, so try to keep it tight in there. What I wanna do though, I wanna get, instead of my fist or my thumb by his carotid, I really wanna get the thinnest part of my wrist to kind of rake into his neck, you know, just kind of grind in with the bottom hand. So in order to do that, I need to move further to the opposite side. So if it's his right side, I need to move my body closer to his left side. But it's hard for me to wiggle my butt right now, so I'm gonna release this because I grabbed the collar, the shoulders, the material, and I can hold tight. So I put this hand down, allowing me to pivot about 45 degrees with my body tight. I'm gonna try to slide this hand up a little bit higher and gable grip it again, and I'm gonna rake in, pushing into his body until there's a tap. So we just tapped out on that part. If I can't get a choke or a tap from this side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position my leg on my right side around his head. But if I bring my leg off and up, my right hand is blocking my own knee. So I need to take this hand off. Again, you have the collar to grip, you have the material. So I post here to get a good grip. I still keep my head tight to it, and I bring this leg over, but as soon as I bring it over, I'm gonna re-grip my hand. So again, I have his clothing material. I bring this leg up and over. If I need more space, I use that hand to pivot around. I'm gonna do it slow motion. I bring it here, and I bring my hands back together, and I push on the legs for the tap, for the choke. If I don't have the choke, I'll just continue the movement here, position my knees close together. He may or may not have the grip from there. I can mummy my hands, and I can go from this position to any type of straight armbar, gooseneck, whatever. You got your legs that can kick, you got your legs that can kick, you've got your knees that can push. A lot of movements that I can do from here. I can cross the arms over, position it out. So we're not gonna go over the options on the armbar, there's a lot of them, but the idea is try to rake that wrist into their carotid from the seatbelt position. It's the bottom hand of the seatbelt that goes to the neck. And then pivot as you need to, readjust, get the leg over, grab the hand again. If you don't have it there, just go for the armbar. So work that drill.